Legends of Ren Zu, Chapter 3, Section 1. Ren Zu's daughter Ancient Moon Desolate Yin climbed Mount Chengbai in search of success Gu to save her father from the door of life and death. However, just before reaching her goal, she failed and became an ugly and powerful monster. Without any help from his daughter, let alone his own son, great son Verdun Yang, who was still unmotivated from inebriation, Ren Zu was trapped in the Luopo Valley, unable to come back to life. Luopo Valley was like a giant maze filled with twists and turns. From time to time, the bewilderment fog would come and cause souls to soften, just so that the sharp-as-knives Luopo wind could blow by and cut them to shreds. Ren Zu's body on this side of the door of life and death was of a spiritual one, unable to resist the bewilderment fog. Luopo wind carved off pieces of his soul, making it smaller and smaller. Ren Zu's soul pieces, cut down by Luopo wind, coalesced and became a youth. And just like that, Ren Zu's third child was born. His name was Northern Abyss Ice Soul.
My son, thank you for being my company. I don't have much time left. It's good not having to feel lonely in my final days.
Ren Zu sighed. Despite his cold appearance, Northern Abyss Ice Soul had a warm heart. He did not speak much, but his filial piety for Ren Zu was undeniable. Seeing the human ancestor growing weaker and weaker by the days burdened heavily on his heart, he decided to be the one to save his father. Ren Zu could sense his son's determination and was filled with mixed feelings of agony and happiness.
My son, don't worry. I know of your filial heart. I now understand that life and death cannot be forced. Humans will die in the end. This is our fate.
Father, I know your words are right. I am well aware that my efforts might be in vain. But it hurt me so much seeing you like this. Let me do something for you.
Ren Zu sighed, having no choice but to let him go. Northern Abyss Ice Soul wandered through the vast Luopo Valley. He was born here, and as such, the Luopo wind could cut down his soul, and the bewilderment fog could not obstruct his vision. He searched and searched but could not find the way out. Just when he was about to lose hope, he came across a goo bug.
Well, to think that I would be discovered by you.
This goo looked like a ladybug inflated into a spherical shape, yet it was extremely agile, maneuvering around Northern Abyss Ice Soul, sizing him up.
What goo are you?
I am known as Unexpected.
So you are Unexpected Goo. It is a pity you are not Success Goo.
Young man, do not look down on me. My relationship with Success Goo is complicated. The power of unexpectedness is immense. Do you know what does your running into me here mean?
What?
Unexpected Goo shook its chubby body and said proudly.
What kind of place is this? This is Luopo Valley, the Death Realm. Just you being here means you are already dead. But by running into me, you have come across an unexpected event in death, that is, life. Take me, and I will take you out to the human world to be resurrected again.
Really? Can I bring my father along?
But Unexpected Goo shook its head.
It is you who encountered me, not your father. So I can only take you.
Disappointed, Northern Abyss Ice Soul said.
If I cannot bring father with me, then I shall not go. I will stay by his side until his last moments.
Unexpected Goo laughed and spoke arrogantly.
Unexpectedness in life is beyond your control. Young man, you must come with me.
The moment Unexpected Goo finished talking, it had already grabbed Northern Abyss Ice Soul by force and left the door of life and death into the human world. There, Northern Abyss Ice Soul obtained a flesh body. He was now feeling alone and bewildered, having to face the great big world all by himself. Unexpected Goo was gone, and Northern Abyss Ice Soul remembered his father Ren Zu once said he had an older sister called Ancient Moon Desolate Yin. To his surprise, at this very moment, Cognition Goo appeared, having taken the initiative to find him.
Young man, do not be suspicious. Cognition has always been the friend of humans. I am here to help you.
Cognition Goo told Northern Abyss Ice Soul about Chengbai Mountain and the events that unfold upon Ancient Moon Desolate Yin. He decided to first go see his sister. Once he saw her, all that he could feel was sorrow. He tried to talk to her, but Ancient Moon Desolate Yin, now a monster, kept on repeating the same questions.
Where is this?
Northern Abyss Ice Soul thought for a while and answered.
This is the human world. Living beings can move about here. Above us are the heavens and under our feet is the earth.
Who am I?
Ancient Moon Desolate Yin asked again.
You are a human. Renzu's second child. Your name is Ancient Moon Desolate Yin. You are my elder sister. Sister, wake up quickly. Our father is trapped in the Luopo Valley, on the verge of dying. We need to resurrect him soon.
Ren Zu? Ancient Moon Desolate Yin? Resurrect?
The monster shook its head, puzzled.
Why should I resurrect him? Could it be that humans should not die? What's so bad about being dead? Why do humans live? Why do I live?
This time, Northern Abyss Ice Soul could not answer. Why do people live? As Northern Abyss Ice Soul pondered over this question, Bewilderment Goo quietly approached him and made him disoriented. Quickly, Love Goo and Disguise Goo joined in. Seeing them gave Cognition Goo a big headache. This gang of Goo had been notorious for their mischief. Cognition Goo did not wish to provoke them.
Love, have you not harmed enough people? Why are you not letting them go?
Cognition Goo sighed.
Don't try to reason with me. I am completely unreasonable. Get lost, Cognition. I do not like you.
Cognition Goo could only leave helplessly.
Another human came? Ha ha.
Love Goo was extremely happy to see Northern Abyss Ice Soul, because that would mean it had another target to play with. Love Goo and Disguise Goo were sworn brothers, so with Disguise Goo's help, it turned into Cognition Goo.
Young man, your sister has lost herself. If you want to save her, you need to find Meaning Goo.
Northern Abyss Ice Soul regained his senses and asked Love Goo without doubting.
I have seen unexpected goo. Please tell me where this Meaning Goo is. How should I look for it?
Love Goo deceived him in a serious tone.
Oh human, you should know. There is a meaning to why you are all living in this world. As long as you find Meaning Goo, your elder sister can be awakened. Follow the direction I show you and keep moving forward, you will eventually find Meaning Goo.
Northern Abyss Ice Soul was extremely thankful and immediately took off. Love Goo, Bewilderment Goo and Disguise Goo burst into laughter as they looked at his shrinking silhouette. In this world, how could there be a Meaning Goo? Such a Goo simply did not exist, so Northern Abyss Ice Soul never be able to find no matter how hard he looked.
Fool, who told you all to anger me? I will let you guys know how terrifying the punishment of love can be. From now on, let's follow him and take turns toying with him.
Love Goo's proposal was quickly approved by the other two Goo. From then on, the three Goo took turns and played tricks on Northern Abyss Ice Soul. His sufferings were beyond words to describe. Fueled by the will to find this non-existent Meaning Goo, he kept on persevering. Such spirit moved Cognition Goo. And when Love Goo was not around, Cognition Goo approached Northern Abyss Ice Soul.
Cognition, what are you doing? We are having a great time.
Bewilderment Goo and Disguise Goo were extremely displeased with Cognition's presence. Cognition Goo laughed.
I might be afraid of love, but I am not afraid of you too. Young man, use my power to come to your senses.
With Cognition Goo's power, Northern Abyss Ice Soul could now comprehend the truth. He was no longer bewildered and could see through the disguise. Bewilderment Goo and Disguise Goo could only leave in defeat.
Thank you, Cognition Goo. Because of you, I have thought of a way to save my older sister.
Oh? What way is that?
In this world, there is indeed no Meaning Goo. But why can't I create a Meaning Goo myself?
Northern Abyss Ice Soul answered with confidence. Human life itself might have no meaning, but we could give meaning to it. With that realization, Northern Abyss Ice Soul came back to Ancient Moon Desolate Yin's side and personally created a Meaning Goo and pressed it into her head.
The meaning in my life is to find success Gu and bring back my father. I understand now, I get it.
Ancient Moon Desolate Yin's eyes brightened. While you wait for the next episode of Legends of Ren Zu to drop, check out this video where I talk about all there is to know about Gu Masters, Aperture, Primeval Essence, Aptitude, and the 10 extreme physiques. This video has been made with much attention not to reveal any vital information from the book, so don't hesitate to give it a try if you have not been familiar with Reverend Insanity and want to become more so.